we had the management of Mahindra, and Mahindra, one of India's largest companies, especially when it comes to the auto space. We spoke to them in depth about the situation, how exactly things are unfolding in the auto space. Remember, the company has a very, very large exposure to rural India, to the villages of India, and that is where a lot of their demand, especially for the tractor as well as the agri equipment space, comes from. So Mahindra and Mahindra always is one of those companies that you always need to tap into to understand how exactly rural India is shaping up. Now, within this particular context, also keeping in mind supply chain disruptions, localized lockdowns, commodity price headwinds, lack of oxygen as far as running their plants are concerned, so many things to talk about, and this is what exactly ET now did in their conversation with Mahindra and Mahindra. The management, of course, was very, very eloquent in speaking about all of the problems that the company was facing, and however, they are extremely optimistic about demand coming back very, very strongly as far as its Indian markets are concerned. So now when you're talking about Mahindra and Mahindra, it's one of the leading farm equipment manufacturers in India, 38% share in market space in the tractor business, and the company, remember, has a lot of its revenues coming in from rural India. When you're talking about LCV, the company had a 38% market share in FY21. Rural demand is a big driver. 80% of revenues comes from the rural markets as far as the pickup category is concerned. 50% of volumes for Scorpio and Bolero comes in from the rural markets, and also farm equipment business, where a majority of the volumes come in from rural India, contributes almost 38% of the company's revenues in FY20. Now, when you're talking about what Citi has to say, Citi says tractor demand remains robust due to expectations of good weather conditions, good monsoon, reservoir levels are quite encouraging, and expectations of a normal monsoon exist in 2021. They are saying that the UV market share is something that is close to bottoming out, and Mahindra continues to dominate the LCV market. Mahindra and Mahindra told us that the second lockdown is less severe compared to the first lockdown. They are much better prepared. They have gone ahead and stocked up as far as inventory is concerned. They also believe that if the second wave and the rising COVID cases does peter out, does fall, they do believe that demand can come back quite strongly. They believe purchase decisions at this point of time are being put on pause. However, they believe that once normal monsoons kick in, given the fact that agri sentiment is very, very strong, they believe things will get back to normal very, very soon. They're also saying labor migration is much better managed this time around compared to last year. Rural financing continues to be quite strong. They are expecting strong cash flows to continue within the entire rural space. They are saying that agri-related parameters are doing well. They are expecting a demand rebound soon. Capex plans for the company continues to remain very, very strong. They have not moderated on any Capex plans, new plants, new facilities. All of this continues to be on the radar of M&M. Mahindra and Mahindra USA, in fact, they're saying that there's quite a bit of divergence. Mahindra and Mahindra USA had one of the best years last year, and they believe that that particular segment will continue to do quite well.